So, hi, friends, girlfriends, BFFs. I'm here today to talk to you about an invention that we have taken for granted, and it has fallen on my shoulders as an SMC to introduce this invention to my children. I will tell you, I was quite shocked and surprised the first time I whipped out this invention, and my then 7-year old asked me, "What is that?" The invention is the iron. So I will tell you, even before having children, the iron was not something I was totally enamored with, but it was a necessary evil. And the day I introduced my daughter to the iron is the day I was starting to get ready to go back to work after maternity leave might have been after maternity, no, I was getting ready for work. And so I go to iron my pants. Yes, I was ironing pants. And so I pull out the iron and the ironing board, and my daughter asked me, "What is that?" And I was just like, oh my gosh, I'm failing on my job as a parent. And so I had to explain to her what the iron is, that it is very dangerous, that you should stay away from it when you turn it on, and that this is what you use to get wrinkles out of your clothes. Now, I was never very adept in using this particular invention, but there you have it. And so what I started doing, I don't use it as much anymore. It has dust on it. I am of the mindset now of just throw it in the dryer and with a damp cloth and get the wrinkles out. Or get your clothes as soon as the dryer finishes and shake them out and then fold them up neatly. And so that is the world that I currently live in right now. But it was quite funny to realize that there are some things we take for granted having grown up children of a certain age in a certain time in history, where we are having to really take it way back and introduce things to our kids that we never really thought we needed to introduce. It kind of reminds me of during the pandemic. My daughter was in kindergarten, the second half of kindergarten when the pandemic hit. And she was learning reading fundamentals. Now, before I became a parent, I always envisioned the love and joy of reading bedtime stories to the kids, helping the kids to sound out words and things like that. You know, I knew about Hooked on Phonics, but I really didn't digest it a whole lot. And so when I think about raising and teaching little people from scratch, like from balls of, fat and love on the blanket to actually reading the Wall Street Journal and the New York Times, there are some key fundamental building blocks that I totally took for granted as a parent. And so the second half of kindergarten is where they learn those building blocks. My recollection of starting to read starts with sounding out the words. And so the pandemic kind of wiped all of that out. And so my daughter knows big words. She knows the context. She knows how to say it. She uses it in right sentences, grammatically correct. But I have to now supplement those key building blocks of phonics. And I had to take a deep dive into Hooked on Phonics and all of that stuff. So it's a journey, but I was shocked and appalled that she didn't know what an iron was. And I'm just like, am I failing? And so there you have it. There's my random thought for today. Look around your house and think about the things that you have used in your childhood that your kids might know about, might not know about, like a shoehorn. What's a shoehorn? Hangers, right? So I'm having to introduce my kids to hangers for the first time. And so it is hilarious having to break something down into such minuscule pieces in order to explain where they fit in the current cultural, context. And it is an absolute joy. And so there you have it, the iron. All right, bye now. Oh, Before we go, remember to tell your friends, your families, other people thinking about becoming a single mother by choice to tune into the Start to Finish Motherhood podcast. Follow us on Instagram for more hilarious and inspirational quotes and insights on this journey. And until then, I love y'all. Bye.